up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Buffalo Bills and the Cincinnati Bengals. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
Detroit! Detroit!
And on the ground they go with the running back. He'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 23.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play by the defense.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And not much there. Maybe a yard up to the 24.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat. And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. And the play goes for 19 yards, gives him a new set of downs. And a nice start there to the aerial attack to pick up the first.
And I think preseason is officially over now. Getting into the groove of the regular season, that's a great way to get started. First drive of the season, what a nice completion.
And they'll go on the ground. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. They get 10 more there, and I believe that'll be enough for another first down. It will. So they'll come up in Bengals territory now with a 1st and 10 at the 46. Here's Allen to throw it. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. Nothing on that one. It'll be 2nd down.
Well, that was a simple throw and catch, but even with that completion, 0 yards gained. So they're behind schedule on down and distance.
I think they were hoping to get it to him. He could make a man or two miss, but that window closed quick. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end, complete. And he's got this down to the 35. His first catch of the game, good for 11 and a first down.
I don't believe that this opening drive is surprising to either one of us after the time we spent with the coaching staff and players prior to the game. What about you?
Absolutely. Not only that, but that big article in the paper this morning about their philosophy on starting games like you're shot out of a cannon, and that's what they've done. Very methodical here on this first drive.
Yeah, so many teams talk about that fast start. We're actually seeing it happen right here in front of us. But
now the kicker. Can they cap it off by putting the ball in the end zone? Now Allen. The Bengal pressure gets him that time. Down he goes. Muhammad Wilkerson able to swap him from that defensive tackle spot for a loss of 5. Now they're coming up on play number 8 of this opening drive, but they're looking at a 3rd and long. So the shotgun snap to Allen. He's going to air one out. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down.
Well, that certainly looked like something that they discussed all week in practice, getting ready for this one. Take the big shot right out of the gate. At worst, you'll open up the defense a little bit, loosen them up, have them back on their heels.
So on now is Kai Forbath. If you're wondering, he's hit from as far as 57. So this will be spotted on the midfield logo. It's a 58-yard attempt. And I don't think this has the carry. It does not. It's no good. And this will remain a scoreless game. That opening drive looked good for a moment there, but they'll wind up being turned away thanks to the missed field goal.
And those especially hurt when you come into a game on the road. You're trying to get things to go your way early, and now you suffer a setback right out of the gate.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Flush to his right. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Shaq Lawson in there to make the sack. He buries him for a loss of 10. So now 20 yards to go on second down after the sack. Work to be done.
Gone! Now let's go! Boom, land it!
Back to throw here. Dumps it off to Mixon. And he'll get up to the 43-yard line. It's a gain of 5. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They've become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Got a man, it's Ross, complete. And all the way in for a Cincinnati score. A big play there. 57 yards. And the Bengals are going to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
And he'll be brought down right around the 37. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They go play action here on 1st down. Rolling to his right. Open receiver, that's David Njoku. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A big play here for the Bills, and even 40 yards. So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. Now a play fake here on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 4 yards on the pickup, and it'll make it 2nd down. And they'll go with a ground attack here. And he'll get this down only to the 18. The UCLA product, Kenny Young, had the tackle.
I know the scouting report on him is that he doesn't possess the eye discipline to be an elite linebacker. And what that means is his ability to read, react, and make a play. But on that one, he looked like one of those guys.
Now Allen. They'll roll him out right. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Darquez Dennard.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw it right into it for an interception.
The former second-round pick, this is Joe Mixon. And strong running there gets this up over the 15-yard line. Tremaine Edmonds there to bring him down.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down. A very solid gain on that play.
Detroit!
Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. He gets this in the hands of Mixon. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Call it a gain of 7, and it gets him a new set of downs.
Well, that was a pretty favorable situation there. What would you call that? 2nd and manageable? Smart play, too. Didn't force it downfield when he didn't have it. Just checked it down, let him get the 1st down, and that's exactly what he did.
And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 13, and the Bengals have a 1st down.
Something to watch here in week 1 of the season tackling. Because you and I both know that in the preseason, a lot of these guys don't play a whole lot. Plus, the intensity and the speed really ratchets up on opening week.
The Bengals hoping Mixon improves on the numbers from his rookie year. He's back there again on first down. Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Escaping the pressure right. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Okay, he's not going to get the first down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Set. Blue 90. Blue 90. Take it.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Jerry Hughes. He's the one who finally gets him down for what will wind up being a loss of 16 yards.
Gun, gun. Gun, gun.
They'll look to throw here. Trying to lay one up deep. That's caught inside the 20. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
A first chance in the red zone for the Bengals now. They're looking at a 1st and goal from about the 9.
All right, here we go.
They'll give it to Mixon. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'll be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
Moved back to the 10. They'll try on 2nd and goal here.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
Back to throw. This is caught. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD. A great effort there from 10 yards out. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Point after, right down the middle. And that'll make the score 14-0. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays. Down 2 touchdowns early, probably not very deep into their script. I think that they'll stay with it. I don't think they'll abandon it just yet and try and generate some offense on this drive.
Anything, at least 3 points, get that 0 off the board. And he finds a man with a crossing route. A good pickup there of 20 yards. They were in zone defensively, went with a crossing route. It's always interesting to watch that chess match.
Yeah, and I think safeties don't mind crossing routes against zone because eventually you're going to run into their territory, and that's when they lick their chops in order to get the big hit or a play on the ball.
Offensively, nice execution to find a hole, make the catch. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
This defense has been very disruptive early on as they force another one to go awry.
Seems to be the front and the back end. Pass rush, they've been able to get home, and they're taking the ball away in coverage as well.
I love how you put it together. The front and back working in sync, only way to play good defense.
To the air, Allen flushed out right. Throw right side, complete to Williams. And this time he's able to take it down to the 42. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for third down. Allen looks to throw on 3rd and 1. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. The Bills passing game getting them down the field. They've got another first down. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on third and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Looking left sideline, incomplete. He was looking for Chris Godwin that time. And it's third down. You got a young quarterback. Maybe that's just an example of a growing pain for him.
I think you're right about that, because when the game starts to move fast and it moves quickly on him, a lot of times they fall back on what they know best, their arm. He's slinging it on this one. Had a wide-open target, but didn't have the proper footwork to increase his accuracy.
And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Looked like the defense put pretty good pressure on him, but he's able to flush out to his right to try and evade people. On the run, had to get on his horse. Still accurately throws a nice pass for a first down.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. Give him 4 yards on the play, and that will lead us into the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to Cincinnati after this. A line of scrimmage once again, the 5, as they get ready for 2nd and goal. They get it to him running left. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. A great play there. A 5-yard touchdown run. And the Bills have cut it to within a score. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how are we going to slow down this running game, because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This game back within a touchdown now as the kickoff's away. Marshall now, the return. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. The Bengal offense now gets set to head back out onto the field. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
To Mixon on the check down. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
Back to throw now on first down. And he will find his man on the end route, complete. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right at midfield at the 50.
Well, as this game continues to evolve in the NFL, you know how much coaches love run after catch, but you know what they love even more? Completion.
Yeah, just holding on to the ball.
Catch it, cover it, tuck it away. Whatever you get after that is almost gravy. That's how a lot of these receivers are being taught now.
And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down.
All right, here we go. 3-19.
They'll set up to throw. Wide open receiver, complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Here we go now.
They'll look to throw here on first down. Being chased, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Bills will take another timeout as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is second and long.
Gone! Here we go now. Blue Liney!
He'll look to throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And he gets it down to the 32. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down. Well, that tight end position, it just seems to continue to evolve every year in the NFL.
Yeah, you're getting really terrific athletes. A lot of them maybe were wide receivers at one point. They continue to give you speed, great hands, and big bodies, which make them excellent targets for quarterbacks.
Set! Green 39! Green 39!
They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now. Now the Bengals will settle for 3 as the field goal unit comes on here. It'll be a 49-yard attempt from the left hash. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that. And we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of a half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Just 11 seconds to go in the half as they have it 1st and 10. Play action. Now it's Allen. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. And a nice gain at 21 yards. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. A final shot before half for Allen. And his throw is going to be incomplete. So we've reached halftime here on opening weekend. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. We'll see if Week 1 fatigue becomes any kind of a factor as we are back underway in the second half. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bengal offense now with a football first here to begin quarter number 3. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second half.
See how they handle any adjustments that might be made defensively. First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12.
Gone!
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. 12 yards that time, and it's Cincinnati 1st down.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. And it pops free. The collision there jarred the ball loose and brings up 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. He'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Cannon. And getting this just shy of midfield, they'll spot it at the 49. The result of first down is a quick slant gets him 14. Mixon with a first down carry. Room to run inside the 40. And down to the 29-yard line. That good for 22 and a first down.
Coming in, he really liked his chance of having a big year based on a terrific offseason. And runs like that on opening weekend show that he's right.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory as they're down to the 29-yard line. Now back to throw. They'll set up the screen here to Mixon. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down. Got to give some credit there defensively. They snuffed out that screen early on first down.
Really read it well, didn't they? Because they didn't bring the pressure that they expected. They covered all the passing lanes. So once you see it break down as the passer, I think in this situation, you're throwing it at the feet of your back to make sure no one picks it off, or you throw it away, throw it over the sideline. Don't try and freelance and try and make a bigger play. There's really no one else running a pattern that should be open. Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 8.
Detroit! Now let's go! 3-19!
Back to throw here. He finds Ross, right side, it's complete. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another first. This quarterback now, 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10.
All right, here we go.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Give them 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Gun! Set! Green, 39!
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And it's caught. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. A great effort there. Already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bengals add on to their lead. The extra point up and good. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Fielded about a yard deep. And he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. So here's the Bills offense now. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half 2.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Allen will try again on 2nd down. Flush to his right. Over the middle here, it's Hilton. T.Y. Hilton, nobody to beat. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 76 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game.
Leopard!
They'll come out in the pistol. They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up second and goal.
Every team we ever talk to that continues to run the ball in a game, even when they haven't had much success, all talks about attrition, don't they? If you keep running it, eventually good things.
And this is caught for a Bills touchdown, as his guys are in for 6, and the Bills get a bit closer. And he moved left there, Charles. Little danger play. He didn't throw toward that left side, went over the middle. Got the 6, though.
Yeah, he seems like the type of guy that when you told him as a kid, don't touch the stove because it might be hot, he touched it anyway. And this one, he got away without getting burned.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. They were able to extend their lead with an opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter, but that just got matched a moment ago.
So we know that what they discussed at the half worked. Now, what are the counters to that, right? You don't just run the same things over and over. Some do, but many will also show something and then come back with something else to keep the defense off balance.
And he'll wind up with about 6, up past the 30 to the 31.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31.
Green 39! Green 39! All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56.
He'll drop to throw. And they take him down. The Bills get to him. Shaq Lawson able to disrupt yet another pass play. His 3rd sack of the afternoon. Now the Bengals on 3rd down. They've been near perfect. 4 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd down and 12.
Hurry up, here we go. 3-19.
They'll drop to throw. Going deep downfield. They've got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That goes as a gain of 36 on 3rd down. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10.
Hey. You got 3 down.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, got to like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a 1st down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
Back now in Cincinnati. It's the Bengals in possession of the football and in possession of the lead as well as we start the 4th. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. Dumps it off to Mixon. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The Bengals passing game finding a rhythm. They've got another 1st.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. Starting to become a tough spot for this defense. You're down 4th quarter, looking a little fatigued maybe on that side of the ball.
Partner, we've seen this before, haven't we? Because every coach we've ever talked to says body language is important. And now you're seeing guys with their hands on their hips, they're bent over, hands on their knees. And the offensive guys are just saying, let's just keep running it out. And we've got him now.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. The 6 yards on the pickup, and it leaves him with a 1st and goal. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
right, here we go. 3-19.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And he's going to fight his way forward here for a modest gain. It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up second and goal. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
All right, here we go. Blue, line it.
They'll try to run it in with Marshall. And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. Keith Marshall taking it in. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. I think all teams probably like seeing that schedule for the first time, looking at week 1. Oh, good, we're at home. This is why you want to be home in week 1. They're looking sharp.
And I agree with you totally. That's what you want. But there carries a little extra pressure with that as well, because you and I both know protecting the home field, winning your home games is paramount in this league. So you go into it, yeah, we want it, but now you actually have to go out and prove it.
Yeah, two sides to that coin, and looking like they're going to protect it here in this one. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
And this one will go to the 28-yard line. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Now Allen throwing on second down, eluding the pressure right. Caught left side by Hilton. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first. Now contact up front as penalty markers come in. Who is this against? So a jump there defensively.
That's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So a 1st and 5 now after the 5-yard penalty from the neutral zone infraction.
Detroit! Detroit!
From the gun, it's Allen. That's Njoku over the middle. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. And a nice gain of 21 yards. Defensively here, you've got the cushion, but back-to-back pretty big pass plays there. Bend but don't break, but are they bending too much?
I think that they are. To me, it'd be like playing basketball, and you put up a token press. Make sure you get up there and make them eat up some time. Make it a little bit of resistance so they can't just run it right down your throat.
And again, it's Allen. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It's way too tight. Unable to find anyone open.
Another shot from the 9 on second and goal.
No, Jack, Patriot!
Allen to throw once more. Looking middle, and it's incomplete. Tyrell Williams was the intended target, and it's third down.
All right, Captain, it's batten down the hatches time defensively. Dodged 2 pass attempts to the end zone. Now what do you think they're going to try and dial up on 3rd and goal?
Well, knowing them and knowing what we just seen, I think they're throwing it again, don't you?
I think you have to. I think in this situation, you kind of run out of your running plays, fire another one into the end zone.
Escaping the pressure, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Jordan Willis in there to drop him for a 4-yard loss, and it'll be 4th down. Now Allen, gotta have this one. And he's got it. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. David Njoku, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Bills cut into that lead. Forbath able to convert the extra point, and that will shave one more off this lead. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting, and the kick is away. Marshall now, the return. And a good return. He's across the 35-yard line, right around the 36. And out now, here come the Bengals. They had to go a long way on their last drive to score the touchdown. This time, they get at least a little bit more of a cushion with field position.
I have to think that with this field position, after what they did on the last drive, they might want to take a shot right now and try and cut down the length of the drive.
All right, here we go.
Here's Joe Mixon as they start on the ground. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6. Well, at this stage, that's exactly what you want offensively. Good run on first down, stay in bounds, keep that clock rolling.
And look at that play chart that the play caller has in his hands right now. That's what you got to focus in on because that's divided up by sections. And right now, he's looking at that 4-minute offense section. What running plays do we have to bleed down the clock and take care of the football? Right now, they're executing really well.
Again, it's Mixon. And he'll push this forward only to about the 42-yard line. Whistles and a timeout at the 2:05 mark. So this defense wanting to get one more pause in before the 2-minute warning, and they do just that. Now the Bengals on third down. They have been superb. 5 for 6 to this point. This is 3rd and 4.
Here we go now. Green 39. Green 39.
They'll look to throw here. And that is incomplete. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. The Bengals bring out their punter now. And surprisingly, this is the first punt of the game for either team. And that one hits a little too close to the goal line, and it continues into the end zone for a touchback. The Bills offense coming out, ready to take over. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. The intended target was Chris Godwin, and it's 2nd down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up 2nd down.
Allen to throw. Flushed out right. And they'll get him down here at the 23. Now a stoppage here as we've got a Bill shaken up on the play. Hate to see this. Week 1 of the season. We'll be back. And now a first chance for the backup here to throw. And the 3rd down pass falls incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Gone, gone, gone.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Jordan Lewis. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. So the first interception of his career under center, and you knew it was going to happen sooner or later.
It has to. And I know he feels like the world is just tumbling down at this moment, but there's got to be some veteran somewhere, some mentor that's going to tell him, hang in there, my man. Plenty more to come. Keep firing.
Here's a give to Mixon, and he will lose yardage here to the 31-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, you had to punt on your first drive, and on the first play of the second drive, you end up going backwards. I would dare say they need something good to happen right here, right now.
So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12.
Hey, got three down.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee.
I do get a kick out of seeing a team kneel down at the end of the game in victory formation and wrap one up, because most of the time a kneel down is not a good thing in football. In this case, it's the best thing for the team that's winning.
Best thing week 1 and 1-0 after going down to that knee.
Now, 3-19.
They go down to a knee, and the new campaign off to a good start. It's a win here in week 1. And partner, this first week, this first game that we get to call together, so special every year, week 1. You had the flyover, the big American flag out there.